Hey, this is Miss TNT, and I'm here to do another reaction to a Country Wayne video. It seems that Shayla's mama got a lot to say about a lot after what Shayla told her about Amber and Wayne basically throwing this party at the club because Anthony came home complaining. hmm But before we get into it, let's go into the church announcements. You know what it is, babies. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Subscribe, comment, okay? And please go and do the same. At Country Wayne's channel, his link is below in the description. So let's get into and see exactly what's going on right now. Child, I know Miss Angelina got a lot to say. Let's get into it.
So I got a book just like he used to have when I was little. Keep up with all of Kai's appointments, his milestones, and something I can just keep in the future, you know?
Look at you, planning your days.
Exactly.
That's it. Wisdom.
Feels different to be a mother.
So much responsibility. But you're figuring it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to, especially every day with Anthony. It's always something. So he comes in upset that Amber's doing business with Wayne at the club. So apparently they lost their liquor license with...
Oh, child. You see Miss Angelina? She like, what you mean? What? Wayne? Amber? What? She don't know what to think of this. But I know her mind is working. Miss Angelina, the sly, slick, and the wicked baby. I know her mind is working right about now. But let's get back into it.
all the drama going on between us. And so Amber is thinking of a way to make some money. So she reaches out to Wayne and asks him to throw a party. And Anthony is really upset about that. And I'm like, what are you upset about? She cheated on you with Wayne. Like, of course, that's always going to be a guy that she tries to circle back to, you know?
And you will be right in your assessment. Apparently he didn't think enough of her to put a ring on it.
That was some hating. That was just some straight hating. Ma'am, I'm sure there's a lot of men that you dealt with didn't put a ring on yours either. Except for Brody crazy self. There ain't no way I would have sat there and married this woman. This woman conniving as hell. And I know he be picking that up, but he just be like, that's just my wife. They be like, how you deal with her? I don't know, man. It's just my wife. Cause she's conniving. That's a conniving woman right there. And she always want everything to be her way. And she'll manipulate it to the point that it is. And her daughter is basically sitting up here following the leader. That's why she run to her mother and tell her everything. I'm telling y'all, Anthony, I don't see them coming together. As much as that mama wanted, I just don't see it. Because it's too much messiness between the both of them. Shayla don't know how to keep her damn mouth shut. The one thing I'm gonna sit here and say, you ain't supposed to tell your family everything. But we'll talk about that in a few. Let's get back into it.
Right. No, you know, we always want what we can't have.
But how much rejection does one lady have to go through? But I guess
Obviously, she ain't getting that damn much rejected because he about to go to the club and do a favor for her so she can get her business back together. If that man did not want to be bothered with Amber, if Wayne did not want to be bothered with Amber, honey, trust me, he would be coming down to that club. Them men know how to say no. He's very fond of Amber because they didn't end up together. You're not going to end up with everybody that you with. But at least she had Wayne. You had to go and get her seconds. As usual, you went and got the brother. Okay. You couldn't get Wayne, but you got the brother because Wayne didn't play no games like that with you. Anthony weak as hell. So that's how you ended up with Anthony. You want to talk about seconds? You still dealing with seconds. You dealing with her scraps. You dealing with what's left on her plate. So there goes, girl, sit down somewhere. You and your mama.
you know, if we really think about it, Anthony is a businessman. He understands how to make money. He needs to get out of his emotions in that area.
For sure.
If she's going to help drive money, drive revenue that comes into our household to take care of you and Kai, listen, let that girl work.
Right. I don't think it's about the money and her making money. It's just more of probably a trigger for him to just be reminded.
That he's still in love with his wife. You don't get it? Y'all keep sitting up here in this fantasy land like that man don't want his wife still. That is his wife. That's not his ex-wife yet. Yes, they may be separated. That man don't even stay at that house with you. How many times I'm about to sit here and say he don't even live there with you? He pays the rent there or what the lease or whatever. I guess that's the same. But he does not sit there and basically want to stay in that house with you. You always there by yourself at night. Now, when he want a little something, he come through. He spend a little time with his son, and he goes on about his business back to his best friend's house, PR's house. Not even his homeboy. He's still living with another woman, but it's just not you. What they got to say about you, Miss Shayla? The hell? Let's get back into it.
Of her and
Absolutely.
Wayne, you know?
Absolutely.
And she's always had a thing for Wayne, but it's because Wayne isn't, settling down with her. Yeah.
It's apparent that Amber really loves Wayne.
Really loves Wayne. I think that she is just attracted to his power and his status, more than love for him. But
I know she not talking about somebody being attracted to some status and money because that's the main reason why you ran after Anthony. You sat there and watched how Anthony was treating Amber, and you basically took information that you knew because it was like y'all was homegirls. She would come and talk to you about certain things, and you took it and provided that information so you can get what you want. You didn't get that man on the up and up. It ain't like that man left Amber and strictly just came over to you and confessed his love. No, you manipulated the situation. And that's the thing that really get me. Is she all of them delusional as hell? Let's get back to it.
that's why she got her second best option with Anthony, a safer option, a more grounded businessman, not an entertainer.
And someone who works with Wayne to try to kind of show off, like, oh, look, he thought I was wifey material.
Maybe. That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Well, I mean, isn't it obvious?
So hopefully Anthony finds a way to get out of his emotions because I don't want to say who cares.
The one thing they don't know is that Wayne did ask Amber, you sure that's what you want to do? See, they don't know that little tidbit. When she got with Anthony, he was like, you sure that's what you want to do? Even though I know he was on Playtime. But he did ask her, you sure that's what you want to do? So I don't understand why they keep trying to play like nobody wants Amber. That is not the case. No, nobody wanted your ass. And you had to sit there and basically, like I said, manipulate the situation with you and your little manipulating mama. I couldn't get it out. Let's get back to it.
Or be insensitive, but who cares?
Exactly. And if I may say, we don't care. If that girl needs to work, let her work. If she wants to take half, well, guess what? Go earn it. Because the last people that are going to be without are you and Kai.
Yeah. Amen to that.
I love what you're doing.
I love what you're doing.
Hey, we're just steering this boat in the direction it should sail.
You're a trip.
I know. And with no luggage at that, okay? Look at us. This is really good. Thank you for turning me on to it.
Yeah, of course. Gives you a little boost.
All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, I don't understand why she keep thinking that she gonna end up with Anthony. She's not. She's not. If she does, it's gonna be something that's gonna be very temporary. I just don't see that happening. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will end up together and he gonna sit there and be miserable as hell. Cause I mean that serve his ass just right to be dealing with both of them little cackling hens, both of them. Be sitting up there talking about Amber. How you gonna sit there and talk about that girl? I would feel so bad if I did something like that, but Shayla ain't got no heart, and so her mama don't either. They just sitting up here talking about this woman like that, like they was never friends. They was never, they never hung out together. That Amber never helped her with nothing. Come on now. Amber always brought her around in these circles. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure Shayla always stayed around money because I didn't know she was a personal assistant until she was dealing with Mike and she had that connection with that dude that was the actor that she hooked Mike up with. So I mean, what they're doing is just not right. It's not right at all. And the way she keeps getting and putting her mother into everything, you cannot do that in your relationships. Even though her mother tries to come up with these schemes and things to try to basically manipulate Anthony, eventually he gonna show his true colors as well too. All that's gonna go out. But they sitting up here trying to be patient because they know it's a payday at the end of the day. That's not going to be the case. I just don't feel like it is. Do you think that Anthony is really going to sit there and try to settle down with Shayla and put a ring on it just because they got a family? Because he's not even trying to do that now. If you left your wife, why aren't you staying at that damn apartment? But for them to sit there and talk about Amber and basically be like, if she wants to work, let her work. I have a problem with that because it's like you trying to use her. Amber is the innocent one in here. Granted, she did what she did with Wayne, but it wasn't for your best friend or your daughter to actually, well, sorry, her best friend and Miss Angelina, for them to basically come into the situation and try to manipulate it. Well, Miss, well, at first Miss Angelina didn't know nothing about it until she told her that that was his baby and stuff. And then that's when she got that brain scheme idea. Oh, he got money. We need to snag this one. That's basically what it is. Because she looking at that's gonna be a payday for her too. Like she tried to get Anthony. That's the one thing I don't understand why Anthony does not sit there and say to himself, I need to get out of this situation and just basically take care of my child. When Aunt Miss Angelina tried to sit there and blackmail him when Amber didn't know and she was trying to get her 3 stacks. Remember that? She was like, oh, she wants $10,000 a month, but 3,000 of that will give me three. So he was like 13,000. He was like, she was like, yep, I need money too. You want me to keep your secret? So why are you over there with snakes? I'm sorry. And when you showed me that, I'd be like, oh hell no, this is not for me. But Anthony's still sitting up there. It's like I said, Anthony weak. And that's why they was able to this is why they're able to play him the way that they playing him and serve his ass right. So I'm going to end it right there. Please, again, babies, please like, share, and subscribe until I do this again. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye.